Good morning, everyone. Shishona Camps, let's start off. Great. Let's start off. Others, keep your cams on. Let's start off with the problem. Hope everyone revised the notes. So we have a rod here, mass M, length L, released from rest. Hope everyone resolved the paper. There are 3 corrections. I'll give you in the end. Origin released from rest. Find alpha, acceleration of center mass of the rod, and hinge reactions. So we have done this thing, A and alpha, but hinge reaction is something new. Others, cams on, Ganesh, Sachi, Keval, Kirti, Krisha, Karan, Mahi, Rushabh, Sid, all cams on. Get this thing? Find alpha, find acceleration of center mass of the rod. Rod is released from rest. There's a gravity. Try, I'll give you 2 minutes. This is same as this question in case you forgot. This one, 47. Exact same question. When the string is cut, the rod rotates. Find alpha. I just ask you a little more now. Acceleration of center of mass and everything. What are the steps? Free body diagram, assign acceleration A and alpha, find the relation between them. Third, force equation. Fourth, torque equation. Fifth, solve. Same standard steps. Keep your mics on mute and keep the cams on. Give it a try, 2-3 minutes, then I'll show you. Said you can't see the screen. Sid, just rejoin fast. No? Others, any doubts in the question, please ask me. Kriya, question clear? No?
So what is a hinge reaction?
What is a
Hinge reaction.
So this is how you are revising the notes. So notes revise nahi kar rahe. What is a hinge reaction? कहाँ पे गया था हमने? Starting torque में गया था. Where is that we wrote? नहीं. Hinge is what? Is this right? ये पे तो लिखा था मैंने. Here, hinge. The force at the nut and bolt, na? This point when you hinge it, उस पे nut and bolt, remember? I told you also, we always write like this nx, ny, though components. Right? We discussed the whole page about the hinge reaction. So check it out. So when I say hinge reaction, it is nx and ny. So let me show you one. You can do the next one. I think you guys are forgot or you're confused. Listen to the steps. See, today some student was asking me, sir, how should I, study physics? I sometimes feel like my concepts are a little weak. I'll tell you the problems. The major issue is two things actually. One, your school ka problem. Second, the subjects ka problem. First thing, what is school ka problem? I have seen your ICSE ka textbook. I have seen your HSC ka textbook, physics mein, right? They give damn so much theory. It doesn't look like physics only. It is all nonsense only. I have seen optics also. Na? They just say lens, mirror, no problems, nothing. All theory. There might be one or two few problems here and there. A lot of theory. So with this, right, I have seen most people have that fear like, physics is something else. First of all, you don't understand what it is. Second thing, you give so much theory, it becomes more confusing. That is one big problem with the school ka physics. So once you come to 11th and 12th, physics is different. Second thing, subjects. PCMB, among all the three subjects, physics is different. I mean to say everyone is different actually. You need to understand. It's like 4 different monsters. You can't compare everyone like that. Chemistry is a different monster. You have a lot of portion, 1.5 times physics. Vast. You have to mug up a lot. Maths is a different monster. Every chapter is independent. You have a lot to, practice. You have to practice per chapter 200, 300 problems, or else it won't stick. Biology, again, a lot of portion. You have to mug up a lot. Physics is a different monster. Physics is a problem. You know what? Tell me one thing. From this page, we wrote the steps to solve the problem. From here, every problem, did I teach you anything new? All these problems belong to the same thing. 5 steps, take torque, take I, alpha, finish it off. This is the problem with the physics. So problem with the physics, you know what? Concepts, now you don't have 10, 20 concepts. You cannot mug physics. Remember that. Physics mein kya hota hai pata hai? You have a concept. You solve a problem. And you'll get stuck in the problem. Hota hai, very common it is. Then what most people will think, अरे मेरा concept weak है, इसीलिए मुझे problems नहीं आ रहे. But what happens is when you get the doubt cleared, your concept becomes strong. Again, you'll do a problem. Again, you'll get stuck. Again, you get the doubt cleared, your concept becomes strong. Physics can be improved only by solving more problems and getting the doubts cleared. Because tell me, अगर in सबका concept same है, how will I teach you this concept? For example, this problem. Who will take more time? I taught you with a problem only, na? This is the acceleration. So if you have more acceleration, you'll have less time. So this is the concept. This is the problem. I can't teach you this separately and independently from a problem. Does this make sense? So remember this thing. The major reason why people find physics difficult is because the subject is in such a way, the number of concepts are few. 5, 6 concepts only per chapter. But the variations are infinite. So the person who tries to mug up the formulas and tries to go and do the problem, they'll not understand what is happening. And physics starts looking like a monster. So what is the best thing to do? Solve more problems. Like we said, every day 30 questions. That should be a target. You can first thing revise the notes always. Because the kind of variety you get in the notes, now you'll not get in any book. Right? And all the theory that you require is in the notes only. You need not go and read 10 books also. Second thing, homework. Do it properly. Third, if you're done, then I gave you the previous JEE and NEET questions for book. Start solving the additional practice. Fourth, let's say for example, abhi next Sunday ka syllabus I'm telling you, you have torque, moment of inertia, rolling motion. Till last class, whatever we had, last class tak. Plus center of mass. Getting it? That is the Sunday ka portion. You'll be getting the schedule by evening. I'm making it. So that was one. Now let's say you think like, sir, mujhe work per energy mein na, I feel like some doubt is there. What's the best thing to do? Revise the notes, right? Try solving previous JEE and NEET questions. Homework already kar liya. Then you can ask for a paper, request for a paper. Many people do this. You just let me WhatsApp me, na, sir, can you send me a practice paper on work for energy? For 30 questions ka paper bana ke I'll WhatsApp you. You can take a PDF and write at home. You can do this every week for one paper. I won't mind. All this, in your batch only people are asking actually. There are 3-4 people who are asking from your batches. Normally all the advanced kids do that. So you don't worry about that. See, that is the whole point of the batch. Now we have a small 25 batch. You need something, I can always give you, but you need to ask. Fair enough. Trust me, if you do these 4 things right, your physics will be very good. And that is the biggest misconception. मेरा concept weak है इसलिए problem नहीं आ रहा है. अरे concept तो इतना ही है. Only when you solve the problem, your concept will get better clarity. So end of the day, story is solve more questions, revise the notes. That will take care of the physics. Trust me, if you do this thing right, it's not difficult to get 150 out of 180. Chalo, 150 is too much, so 125, 130. Fair enough. There are decreased a little for you guys. Getting 130 is seriously not difficult. Okay, so that is about me. And one more thing. Some people who are in CCPT, right? When are your holidays there? Some people are not common with us. I think they're giving holidays from when? 14th through 23rd, na?
Yes, sir.
This is the dates?
13 to 23rd.
13, 14, 15.
14.
14th se only. Okay.
Yes, sir.
14th included or 14th ke baad?
14 is included.
Okay. Okay, then we will also change the schedule to this. So you'll get holidays from here then. Look at Kriya ka face. Itna happy hai. Huh? We will change it. You'll get the notice by afternoon. I'll post it. What happened, Kriya? So happy going somewhere?
No, sir. Actually, my sister's wedding was on 22nd, and you were giving holidays from 23rd. So
Chalo,
now I'll
theek
be
hai.
able to attend every function.
Chalo, now you can attend everything. And be careful of this corona thing. In the marriage, all will wear different colors, this thing and all. Chalo, theek hai. Let's see this thing then. So at least someone became happy. First thing, free body diagram. Ny, Nx, Mg. Clear? But there are only 3 forces. Next thing, acceleration profile. Alpha, this is the center of mass. So center of mass is going with ACOM. How is it going? In a circle. Agreed? All are going in a circle, na, hinge ke paas. So ACOM will be R alpha, which is L by 2 alpha. This is the radius. So all the color and red ones are accelerations, blue are forces. Next thing, force equation. Ny minus Mg is mass into minus ACOM. Horizontal equation. Nx is 0. Horizontally, there is no other force. Torque about the hinge. Only Mg ka torque is there. Mg L by 2. That is I about hinge into alpha. What is I about the hinge? Ganesh, moment of inertia about the rod, about the edge.
ml square by 3.
ml square by 3. Rushabh, hollow sphere का moment of inertia? Rushabh, hollow sphere का moment of inertia. That's not the answer. You should say something. Rushabh, what is the answer? Hollow sphere का moment of inertia. Kirti, hollow sphere का moment of inertia. Seriously, you all forgot. Exam is 2 days back. It happened, right? Forgot? Rushabh, your mic is not working. Riya?
Yes, sir.
Riya, not Kriya. Riya Chaudhary.
2 by 3 ml square.
Perfect. There. Sachi, square plate का moment of inertia about the center. Mm-hmm. Gunjan, square plate का मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया about the center. Krisha, square plate का मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया about the center मतलब ये
square by 6.
ma square by 6. Don't forget, mug them up, remember stuff. 3g by 4. Clear. Once you got this, you're done. I'm scribbling a lot, I guess. I'll do it in the next page. Check it out. Free body diagram, acceleration and alpha, relation between them, force equation, torque equation, solve.
So can you explain that A theorem again? It should be alpha into R now.
R L by 2 है ना? ये सेंटर ऑफ मास है
L by 2 into alpha ना?
तो वही है ना मैंने किया तो ये है ना AC हम सर्कल पे जा रहे हैं
अपने
L by
alpha
2 into alpha मैं तो वही लिखा था Any doubts on this thing? Clear? Then what is this equation? Ny minus mg is minus ma. So ny will be mg minus ma. A is 3g by 4. We got it from here, na? So mg by 4. That's how you get the hinge reaction. And next is 0. Check it out once. Ask me if there's any doubt in the steps. Turn the page. Clear? Let's see one more. Now you guys try the same problem. I'll change it a little. Next thing. Same problem, you have a rod, but the hinge is here now. L by 4. Mass M, length L. You have to find first thing, moment of inertia about hinge. Second thing, find alpha. Acceleration of center of mass. Hinge reactions, meaning Nx, Ny. Same problem, I just shifted it by L by 4. If you see now, this is what I was saying. Are these two problems really that different? Concept the same, hai na? You will learn these kind of things only when you practice. So these things can't be mugged up, can't be given theory. Try. 3 minutes. 3 to 4 minutes I'll give you. You can use the previous problem as a reference, get all this. Find the moment of inertia, free body diagram, find alpha, acceleration center mass, injury action.
So can you show the previous page?
So Mihir, next time ना hinge reaction मतलब क्या है ना वो nx ny है, ठीक है?
Okay.
Done, sir.
Sure. Everyone give it a try. Everyone should try this thing. 4 minutes. Others keep your cams on. Mhm. What is the moment of inertia?
7 ml square by 48.
Perfect. I center of mass plus md square. This is your center of mass. This is L by 4. So about the center of the rod, ml square by 12. This is m into L by 4 whole square. So that would be ml square 1 by 12 plus 1 by 16. So take out 4 common. 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4. That will be 7 ml square by 48. That's the first part. Find alpha. Force equation, torque equation. Get it?
12g by 7l.
देखते हैं. Let's see. show you. See. This is the hinge now. Ny, Nx, Mg. Alpha. This is the center of mass, so this is going in a circle. So A center of mass would be L by 4 alpha. This is L by 4. Torque about hinge is Mg, L by 4 is I about hinge into alpha. So Mg L by 4, I about hinge will be 7 ml square by 48. So alpha would be 12G by 7L. What is acceleration of center of mass? L by 4 alpha. That is 3G by 7L. Force equation, Nx is 0. Ny minus Mg is M into minus A. So Ny is Mg minus Ma, which is 3Mg by 7. Check out the steps. Have a look at this. This problem is slightly complicated. If you ask me, right, exam may they'll ask you this only. Find alpha. That is a mains level question. Find normal reaction. Find alpha. That is a NEET level question. Find a hinge reaction. That will become a mains level question. So just by putting this one extra thing, right, it will become mains. And it is better you learn because next year if the exam becomes online, the problem is that only. They will use the same question bank as the mains. Questions will start coming repeated.
So in acceleration of COM, we won't take L by 2.
Hey, L when A is equal to R alpha, na, R is R kya hai? Radius from the center, na? R is the radius from the center of the circle. Where is the center? Where is the hinge? R is the radius from the hinge, na? Distance from the hinge.
So it is with respect to the hinge.
हाँ, अरे ये which point पे सर्कल में जा रहे हैं बताओ? ये हिंज है ना? ये पॉइंट हिंज के अराउंड सर्कल में जा रहे हैं ना?
हाँ.
तो रेडियस यहाँ से लेना पड़ेगा ना? Isn't it? Check out the equation. Any doubts, please ask me. All clear with this? Next page. Let's see how much you remember. (3m) solid cylinder M and R. Everyone keep your cams on. No slipping. We have done the same problem last class. Only difference was mass was M and 2m. Find alpha and acceleration of the blocks. Get it? 2 minutes. You can refer to the previous class notes. Keval, give it a try. Everyone should give it a try. Remember how to do this thing, net torque method? One more minute.
Four G by 9R.
Right. Let's see what we did. Looks like most of you are not revising the notes. All this is there for the next Sunday exam. This is 3 mg. This is mg. And this is mg anyway. So what is torque due to the center? 3 mg r minus mg r. Both are opposite. What is I of the system? I of the pulley, I of m, I of 3m. Pulley is mr square by 2, mr square plus 3 mr square. That is 9 by 2 mr square. What is alpha? Torque by I. 2 mgr by 9 by 2 mr square. 4g by 9r. What is acceleration? R alpha. Clear with this? Any doubts, please ask me. Any step you didn't get, please ask me. We have done the similar thing last time. Copied? Next one.
So wait.
Yeah.
So on the last sum that we did not last sum, on question number 51, that we took I disc now, we took I pulley, not I cylinder.
Yeah, pulley is the cylinder only, no?
So then,
यहाँ पे
of hollow, okay, solid.
pulley solid cylinder ना में दिया मैंने.
हाँ हाँ.
It will be given disc, cylinder, whatever it is. Accordingly, you can take. Turn the page. Next one. So we have a disc. Mass and radius are. We are applying a force F here. There is no slipping. Wait, we'll do one thing. Disc तो बहुत बार दे दिया. Hollow sphere. No slipping. Find A and alpha. We have done this also last time. We did for a solid cylinder.
So surface is smooth now.
नहीं, no slipping है ना. Round rough है. Smooth है तो slip हो जाएगा. One more minute. Show you. See. Hope you remember how to do this thing. force F, friction N, mg. Which point we will take the torque? This point, na? A alpha. So torque about A will be how much? Only F ka torque will be there, F into 2R. That is I about A into alpha. So 2FR, what is moment of inertia about a hollow sphere, no? 2 by 3 mr square plus parallaxis theorem. So you end up with 6F by 5 mr. And acceleration is R alpha, 6F by 5m. I can even find friction also. What is friction? F minus F is equal to ma, force equation. So F minus F, ma will be 6F by 5. So friction is minus F by 5, meaning I took the friction ka direction wrong. Friction is forward. So in this question, they can ask you find A, alpha, find direction of the friction. Front, back, zero, can be anything. So you'll get 4 options like that. If they ask you about friction, you have to find like this only. You have to find F ka value. Check out the steps. Finding torque about the bottommost point will save you a lot of time. You have done similar question last time, but this time you're finding friction also. Check it out. Any step you didn't get, please ask me. Make sure to revise, this chapter thoroughly, because like I told you in mechanics, right, this is the peak. Put it down. Any step you didn't get, please ask me.
Sir,
Alright.
sir, how will you get to know that alpha is forward only?
Alpha.
हाँ मतलब ऐसे क्यों बैक साइड
देखो ना, टॉर्क इस पॉइंट पे लिया, F इस तरफ है तो F कैसे रोटेट करेगा? इस तरफ ना.
सर अगर फ्रिक्शन बैक साइड होता तो
अरे टॉर्क किस पॉइंट पे ले रहे हो? टॉर्क किस पॉइंट पे ले रहे हो?
बॉटम मोस्ट पॉइंट.
चलो ठीक है, टॉर्क सेंटर पे भी लेना. F आपने इस तरफ लिया.
हाँ सर.
F इस तरफ रोटेट कर रहे हैं, फ्रिक्शन भी इस तरफ रोटेट कर रहे हैं. Got my point?
हाँ यस सर.
अगर आपने बॉटम, if you take out the bottommost point, ये हेडेक भी नहीं होगा. If you take the bottommost point, friction का टॉर्क 0 ना, सिर्फ F का टॉर्क होगा.
हाँ सर.
Got it?
Yes sir.
Clear with this thing, everyone. Next one. Can I turn the page? Next one. Let's see how many remember this thing. We have a ring, MR, height H. There is no slipping. So when this ring comes here, it will have like this, na, V and omega. Find acceleration, speed and time when it reaches the ground. Last time we did for disk or something. Get it? All these things you have done last class, quite similar ones. Give it a try. So we have a ring which is left on and rough incline, no slipping. See, if I say no slipping, meaning there might be friction. So don't worry about that. Find the acceleration and the time taken and the speed when it reaches the ground. show you. What did you get acceleration? This is this problem. Same problem, no? We did here with a solid sphere. 57th question. Try. I'll give you one more minute. Everyone should give it a try. At least get a wrong answer there. But try. And if you get a right answer, it is even better. One more minute.
G sin theta by 2.
G sin theta by 2. Remaining things, speed and time.
Two root x square upon sin square theta.
Let's see. First thing. We have the ring here now. Let's see the forces. N mg cos theta, mg sin theta, friction. What is our favorite point? The bottommost point. So torque due to that will be, there's only one guy who is giving torque, mg sin theta. Because mg cos theta, fn all will be 0. Is I about a into alpha. So mg sin theta into r, ia will be mr square center of mass plus mr square perpendicular distance alpha. So we get alpha is g by 2 sin theta by r. Acceleration is r alpha. So that is g by 2 sin theta. Any doubts here? If this is h, this is hypotenuse, h by sin theta. The ball is here. u0, acceleration a. Using the equation s is ut plus half at square, kinematics. S is h by sin theta. u0 half a is g by 2 sin theta t square. Now that you have to use kinematics, right? Now these ideas you can't be taught. It comes with practice. It's like, no matter how many times you see YouTube channel, you don't know how to cook. You have to get into the cooking. You mess up 2-3 times, then you learn. What about speed? V square 1 is 2as. I can use v is equal to u plus at also. But exam, if they ask you speed, why you want to find time and then this thing, it will become lengthy. Speed, you got it right. So v square u0 2 a is g by 2 sin theta. S will be h by sin theta. You get v is equal to root gh. Check out the speeds. Once you got acceleration, job's done actually. You get acceleration from the torque about the bottommost point. Any doubts? Any step you didn't get, please ask me.
Sir,
R.
so we take talk of only about bottommost point because acceleration is equals to r alpha, that's fine.
हाँ, उस पॉइंट में as equal r alpha ना, तो वो पॉइंट का acceleration 0 है ना. I'll show you a question where you can't take torque about the bottommost point. One next step. We will see when it will fail. Put it down. Any doubts? Please ask me on this. If you see chapter is little lengthy only. अभी almost 260 pages हो गया. We did almost 65 questions. By the time the chapter ends, we'll reach 90 questions. So whenever you want to revise something, make sure to go through the notes first. We have all the models covered. Next one. Next thing. Let's see the turn in the page. Now, you have a. Did you ever go for bowling? So if you see the bowling ball, right? You throw the ball. Omega is 0. There is no rotation. The ground is rough. Friction is mu. So when you throw a bowling ball, just visualize how it is. First, the ball will skid, and then the ball will start rolling, isn't it? When you throw the ball, you don't give any rotation. A bowling ball is thrown with speed v without rotation. We observe the ball starts rolling after some time. So finally, now it becomes like this. It goes with V final. Somehow it gets omega final also, and it stops slipping for some time. So ball rolls without slipping. So the question is find acceleration alpha, time when it stops slipping, V final, omega final. Normally they won't ask you all these things in the same question. These are 4 or 5 different questions. And there is a shorter way also, which I'll teach you in the later. How to do this thing? What is the difference? Put down the question. I'll show you how it works. What's the difference between this and the remaining questions? Let me show you how to do this thing. Listen carefully. What is different between this and the previous problem? This point here is going with V, right? There's no rotation. So this point A, now A slips. So if A is slipping, what has happened to the friction? If something is slipping, what is friction value? Friction is max. Getting it? Friction is maximum. Second thing, and we cannot take torque about A because it becomes a non-inertial frame. We cannot take torque about A since A is accelerating. Abhi A is non-inertial frame. Pseudo force aa jayega. A is accelerating, non-inertial, and we have to give pseudo force. So we'll not get into that. So remember, only when there is not slipping, you can take torque about A. So important statement is that we can take torque about A only when it is not slipping. That is an exception. Because if it slips, that means you have acceleration. If you have acceleration, then pseudo force will come. Normally, kya hota tha? This V, this R omega used to cancel now. So this point has zero speed, right? That's why we never had a problem. So if it does not slip, put it on. Then I'll show you in the next page. Then how to do this thing. Copied? Now, how to solve this thing? So it is slipping. Fine. So what are the forces? N, mg, friction maximum. If F is maximum, what is mu? Mu n, na? Which is mu mg. Agreed? Friction is maximum, so mu into n is mg. So we have only three forces. What are the accelerations then? Acceleration, alpha. We're taking torque about center. Now see, how do I know A ka direction and alpha ka direction? Force is in which direction? Force पीछे है ना, तो acceleration भी पीछे होगा. What is alpha ka direction? See, na, F ka direction is this way torque. So alpha will be in that direction. Are you getting the directions, everyone? If you take torque about the center, friction ka torque किस तरफ होगा? This way ना. Linear acceleration किस तरफ होगा? Backward. तो वही लिखा था मैंने, A backward and alpha forward. Maybe I'll use red color bit. So this is alpha, this is A. So we get F is equal to ma. F is mu mg, ma. The acceleration will be mu g. This will be just like a block skidding. Torque about center. Friction into R, is equal to I about center mass into alpha. So this is mu mgr 2 by 5 mr square alpha. So alpha would be 5 mu g by 2r. So this is how you find A and alpha. Put it up. So if they ask you find the acceleration, find the alpha, this is how you get. And we know this thing. What is V final? V plus AT, kinematics. V is V, A is minus mu gt. What is omega final? Omega initial plus alpha t, circular kinematics. Omega initial is 0, alpha is 5 mu gt by r. So this is the final speed and this is the final omega. I'm lagging here. Oh, no, fine.
So, but if there is some acceleration, n will not be equal to mg.
N is mg ना, vertically कुछ acceleration नहीं है ना.
नहीं, but there is some acceleration horizontally, ना.
Horizontally है ना, vertically कुछ नहीं है ना. Any doubts in this step? Done. Next thing. So what is happening exactly? See, this is going with V, omega 0. Finally, you started pure rolling, na? V omega final, omega final. So, matlab, this point, velocity, what happened? V final, and this was R omega final. Since it is not slipping, we get V final is R omega final. What is V final? V minus mu gt. R into what is omega final? 5 mu gt by 2R. R cancels out. You end up with mu gt plus 5 by 2 mu gt. The time will be 2V by 7 mu g. That is your time ray. Question is quite lengthy, but later on I'll show you can solve this problem in 2 steps using angular momentum. So this question, right, it has come in the exam. Find a final velocity, find a final omega. If you try to do this, it becomes quite lengthy. So I'm just trying to show you with the force equation. There's a shorter and a faster way. We'll show with angular momentum later on. Put it down, but if you observe one thing, we really didn't do anything new. We found the force equation, torque equation solved. The only extra thing was, right? So if you have, what do you call that? The only new thing was friction was maximum. So that was a thing. Other than that, everything else is same. Copied. Next thing. So that's about, you know, this rotation part. Next thing. Rotational kinetic energy. So if you consider a body rotating with omega, about a fixed axis. Now see, if you take a point here, so this point will be going with Vi, which is Ri omega. So at a distance Ri, we have a particle here with mass Mi. So what is the kinetic energy of this particle? Half Mi Vi square. This would be Ri omega whole square. This is for one particle. Then kinetic energy of the system would be sigma kinetic energy of the ith particle. Then this would be half omega square sigma Mi Ra square. So this is nothing but moment of inertia. Remember, like I told you, this thing keeps popping up multiple places. That's the reason we studied what is moment of inertia before only. If you remember, this was the second time. The first time was here. Sigma Mi Ra square. Torque is equal to I alpha. So this is what people observed. Every time this thing keeps coming, so they thought like, yeah, why not we study it before only? So the kinetic energy of the system. This is a rotational kinetic energy. Yeah? So this is the energy possessed by the body due to rotation. Is half I omega square. Put it up, have a look at this. Copied. Next one. Others, keep your cams on. Next thing. Kinetic energy of a rolling body. What's a rolling body? You must have seen cyclic wheel, right? That is rolling. So if you have a V and omega, we have done this in velocity profile. What we used to do, we used to split the motion into translation, split the motion into pure rotation. So kinetic energy of the system kinetic energy of center of mass plus kinetic energy about center of mass. So that is half m VCM square, half ICM omega square. Meaning you're treating the center of mass as a particle. So this is the translation component, which we used to do normally half mv square, half mv square, that one. Half I omega square is a rotation component. So when a body is rotating, right, and translating, when it is rolling, it has both the components. Translation component half mv square and half ICM omega square. So this is a rotation about center of mass. So that's why the center of mass chapter is important. Everywhere it keeps popping up. So whenever someone asks you for a rolling body, what is the kinetic energy? Kinetic energy of center of mass and about center of mass. Put it on, have a look at this. Copied. So let's take an example, how to see problem based on this. So we have a disk, mass m, radius r. There is no slipping. Find kinetic energy of the sphere disk. Get simple one. You have a disk which is going with V and omega. Find kinetic energy of the disk. Answer.
mv square by 2 plus m r square w square by 2.
Let's see. So kinetic energy, right? This would be half mv com squared half com omega square. Disk will be how much? Mr square by 2. Omega will be how much? See, since it is not slipping, v is equal to r omega. Agreed? So that would be v square by r square. R square cancels out. You end up with 3 by 4 mr square. That is a kinetic energy. Got that? Any doubts on this?
So we can keep omega as it is, because it is the variable in the question only.
हाँ, but let's say options में सब B में दिया तो ऐसा कर सकते हैं, ऐसा भी कुछ wrong नहीं है, but see the options that way. Hope all are clear with this. Let's see one more. Turn in the page. So we have a solid sphere here, M and R. This is height h. There is no slipping here. So when the ball comes rolling down, it will have speed v and omega. So find the speed when it reaches the ground. If you see, we have done all these questions in work per energy. But only additional thing is rolling. Half I omega square will keep coming everywhere. So you took a ball and you left it from a slide. So it will roll and come down. So find the speed when it comes down. Answers? See, let me help you. Remember this thing. Stage 1, state 2. The ground is a reference line. State 1, what is the potential energy? mgh. What is kinetic energy? 0. State 2, potential energy? 0. If you remember, we have done all these things. Kinetic energy, half mv square plus half I omega square. So that is half mv square. What is I? 1 by 2, 2 by 5 m r square omega square. But what is r omega? Since it is not slipping, v is r omega. So that would be half mv square plus 1 by 5 mv square, 7 by 10 mv square. Energy in state 1 is equal to energy in state 2. Energy in state 1 mgh. Energy in state 2 7 by 10 mv square. So what is v? Root over mgh by 7. Check out the steps. if you see now, the only difference that we did is this is the additional part, isn't it? Normally we used to let mgh is equal to half mv square. Na? We will let half mv square plus half I omega square. So previously the ball was not rolling, so we ignored it. Now the ball is rolling, so keep adding that. Clear with this? Turn the page. Next one. So we have a smooth incline here, and we have a ball. Ball is going with v and omega. Let's say some solid sphere. This is a smooth incline, meaning it became suddenly smooth after this. So here it is no slipping. Once you start climbing the incline, it became smooth. So a rolling ball climbs a smooth incline as shown. Find H max. Now you need to think what will happen with the smooth surface. What difference will it make? Answers? You know what is happening here? Look at this thing. This is the catch. Once you climb the smooth surface, what are the forces? Listen carefully here. Huh? N, mg. Agreed? Friction is zero, no? Because it is smooth. Great. Then what is torque about center of mass? Zero. If torque is zero, implies alpha is zero. If torque is zero, alpha is zero. This implies omega is constant. Does this make sense? If there is no alpha, who will change omega? Are you clear? That means what is happening? See, when the ball is going with 3 and omega, the omega will continue to be there. Meaning at the highest point, this is what will happen. At the highest point, ball will have omega, but velocity becomes 0. So that omega will never change. That rotational component will always remain. So therefore, at highest point, the ball continues to rotate with omega. Omega never changes. So it will rotate with omega, but it stops. So this is state 1, this is state 2, this is your height h. I should have written back a little. Okay. So state 1, what is the energy? So energy in state 1 is equal to energy in state 2. Kinetic energy, half mv square plus half I omega square. State 2, potential energy mgh. Kinetic energy, half I omega square. Does this make sense? This gets cancelled. You'll get h is equal to root 2g, v square by 2g. You get the answer as if like a regular block only. So whenever you're going on a smooth surface, right, omega does not change. So ये जो rolling है ना, the rolling will be there. Speed will keep decreasing, but omega will not change. So speed decreases, but omega remains constant. That is the main catch in this problem. Again, I'll explain what happened. Listen carefully. If I draw an FBD, N and Ng are passing through the center. The only person who can change omega is whom? Friction, na? वो तो है ही नहीं, because it's a smooth surface. मतलब omega can never change. But because mg is pulling down, speed का क्या होगा? Speed will decrease, na? So as you're climbing up, speed is decreasing, but omega is not changing. That means the rotational component is waste. It is not useful for anything. It will be just there. So only the translation component is becoming potential energy. Rotation component remains here. Hope this was fine. Put it down. Have a look at this. Any step you didn't get, please ask. Now, if you see that questions are not difficult, but there are small things which will change. So you should know what to do. So that you should know if friction is not there, so no one can change omega. For example, previous question, a bowling ball ka question. Suppose if there is no friction, do you think the ball will roll? Just slide karega na? This question. If the ground was smooth, kya hoga? Ball will simply skid, na? It won't roll only. Does it make sense? So same thing is happening here. Put it down, have a look at this, ask me if you're confused. Any doubts on this? Last one. Turn in the page. Copy. I'll give you a minute. Copy. Next one. We have a hollow shell, M and R, filled with water. Mass is M. Small m, okay? So shell ka mass is different, shell this is different. This is going with V and omega. The hollow shell filled with water is rotating. Filled with non-viscous water. Non-viscous meaning no friction. For liquids, we call it viscosity. Solid scale, we call it friction. With non-viscous water. Find kinetic energy. There is no slipping. So V is equal to R omega. Get this thing? So now what is the catch here? What is the trap here? The water is non-viscous. Try 2 minutes. Help you? See. Anyone has any idea what is happening? Any guesses? Normally, when you fill with water and rotate, something happens. This thing, look at here. Because there is no friction, the water will not rotate. So if you choose some points here, suppose you keep some ink here, A, and this is B, shell pe. You'll observe A will remain there, B will gone here. Because water has no friction, it will simply translate. Water will simply go like this. Why should it rotate? Shell to rotate हो रहा है ना, बीच में तो कोई friction है ही नहीं. See, for example, if you keep your hand in a bucket of water and slowly rotate kiya, your hand will slip, right? अगर water का friction नहीं है ना, your hand will simply slip. You can't rotate the water. Are you getting it? So when you keep a liquid in a shell, non-viscous liquid, it does not rotate. Meaning, if you take another point here, say C, the C will be here. If you take another point here, D will be here. Can you see what is happening? Water does not rotate, but shell will rotate. So here the shell rolls, but water does not, water does not rotate inside the shell. That is important thing. It simply translates. Meaning simply वो straight line में जाएगा. So what is the kinetic energy? Half mv square plus half shell 2/3 mr square omega square. This is for the shell. This is the translation kinetic energy. This is the rotational part. Half mv square plus half I omega square. This is for the hollow shell. वाटर का क्या होगा? हाफ स्मॉल m v square plus 0. This is translation. Rotation is 0. Water does not rotate. That's your answer. Water is a solid sphere, okay? So the main thing, if you put a liquid without friction, liquid will not rotate. In order for the liquid to rotate, कुछ तो force होना चाहिए ना उसमें. अगर friction है ही नहीं liquid में, it doesn't rotate. Clear? Confusing क्या? It's like see. सोचो ऐसा, इसमें इतना ही लिक्विड है, ठीक है, ए है और लेट्स से ये बी है. जब ये शेल रोटेट करेगा, पानी का क्या होगा? क्या पानी ऐसा हो जाएगा क्या? ऊपर तो नहीं जाएगा ना?
ऊपर नहीं जाएगा, पर वो बेस
बट यही पे रहेगा ना, पानी तो बेस पे रहेगा ना. डू यू एग्री विद दैट? पूरा कंटेनर छोड़ दो, अगर आधा फिल किया, पानी यही पे रहेगा ना.
हाँ, पानी वहीं पर रहेगा.
तो मतलब ये पॉइंट जो ए है, ए तो यहीं पे चला जाएगा.
हाँ.
ये बी तो यहीं पे रहेगा.
हाँ.
मतलब ये पूरा पानी सिर्फ स्ट्रेट लाइन में जा रहा है ना. पर ये पॉइंट ए तो रोटेट कर रहे हैं ना ऐसा. देखो ये तो रोटेट करके जा रहा था. Are you getting the difference?
Yes, sir.
Water is simply moving straight, वो रोटेट नहीं हो रहा है अंदर.